What's going on? Welcome to the video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today is April 1st of 2021. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 4 tips to stay on track with your fitness while you're traveling. And I had the idea to do this video because just this week I had 4 clients who are traveling ask me for help on this, and I ended up typing out the same email to them and giving them these 4 ideas. So I thought it would be a good idea to share it here publicly because we're all going to travel at some point in our life. We're all going to have a trip here or travel for work there or spend a weekend away, and it will be helpful to have this knowledge for the rest of your life. And today is going to be a vlog style day in the life type video where I just take you through my day and I give you the tips along the way. So if you just want those 4 tips and nothing else, here are the timestamps that you can go check them out. And plus there's a few bonus tips at the end. And right now I'm on my way over to the gym, gonna hit a leg workout today. I always prefer to work out in the morning because it gets me energized, it wakes me up, and it gets my mind focused to get started on my work as well. All right, I just pulled up to the gym, and as I finish up my pre-workout here from Transparent Labs, I'm gonna give you my complete honest thoughts about staying on track and staying on your program while traveling before I get into the 4 tips. Now, in my opinion, when you are on vacation or when you are traveling, that is not the time out of the year to strictly try to stick to your program or to expect significant results in your fitness. And to be quite honest, that's one of the major benefits of being someone who lives an active lifestyle and who really takes their fitness seriously, is that when you're traveling or when you go on a vacation, you don't have to worry about being away for a week and how that's going to hurt your results, because you know the second you get back, you're going to be able to get right back to it because it's part of your life. So you can enjoy trips guilt-free and not worry about it. Because if you're someone who is on track with their fitness and their program, say 80 or 90% of the time, 80 or 90% of the calendar year, going away for 1 week or for a 2-week vacation is not going to hurt your progress or is not going to affect your physique or anything in the grand scheme of things. And if you're truly someone who is making this a lifestyle, you plan to commit long-term to training and eating well and improving your health and your body for the next 10 or 20 or 30 years, do you think going away for 1 week or taking 2 weeks worth of vacation each calendar year is really gonna undo the other 50 weeks in the year where you're putting in hard work? No, absolutely not. So for me, that's the approach and the mindset that I take when traveling, personally, okay? And I expect to be off track. I expect to gain 5 pounds in just 1 weekend away. And I'm totally cool with it because I know that enjoying myself in those moments and in that time away is gonna be way better, 100 times better than saying that I hit my macros that one day. And I know for a fact that the second I get back from the trip, I'm gonna go right back to crushing it in my program and in my fitness, so I don't have any worries about that. So now that I got that clarified and out of the way, I still have 4 really great tips that I think can help you a lot throughout your journey and throughout your life to manage your fitness while you're on the go. And I will give you those tips right after this workout. So I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna crush it, and then I'll share those tips with you. All right, workout complete. That was a killer workout. I really felt the pump. It was a quad focused leg day. Time to get home now, get some post-workout nutrition in, and give you these tips. All right, so tip number one to stay on track while traveling is to bring or buy protein powder for each day that you're gonna be away. And I generally aim to have 2 scoops of protein powder each day while I'm traveling, because when you're away from your kitchen and you're buying a lot of more meals out, it's a lot harder to get your hands on the same amount of protein that you would have in your normal environment, and our diet generally shifts to more carbs and fats. All right, man, so tip number 2 is to buy a gallon jug of water wherever your destination is for each day that you're gonna be away. Because if you're not in your usual environment, you're gonna need to find a new water source. As weird as that sounds, you usually get your water from your sink or your fridge or wherever you get it from, and you no longer have that. And I find that I drink way less and I'm more dehydrated when I'm traveling because I'm not drinking enough water. All right, so me and Nigel are out here just getting some energy out, even though it's absolutely terrible weather. It's like 30 degrees and it's been raining all day. Maybe it's a little bit warmer than that, but obviously we're bundled up. But we're trying to get some energy out because this guy is like very active and he needs to get steps in and he needs to exercise every single day. And I'm glad that he's a very active dog that requires a lot of exercise, because if it wasn't for him, I know I wouldn't get in nearly as many steps and nearly as much cardio, because I'm doing it because I know that he's going to live a better quality of life and be healthier if he can do that. And that brings me to my number 3 tip for staying on track while traveling, which is literally just to stay active. So that doesn't mean that you need to do a full workout session like you normally would or follow your same program. What I mean is just don't be sedentary, right? Go for a walk each day. Go for a hike if you're on vacation or something, or do other outdoor activities that will get you moving. Or if you're on like a business trip, maybe walk everywhere instead of driving or taking an Uber. But that's enough being outside for today, because it is so cold out here and we're freezing and we're wet, and time to go inside. All right, we are back from our walk, and I've got tip number 4 for you, which is to track your overall calories instead of your individual macros. And this is obviously if you're someone who is currently tracking your macros right now, but I would even argue that depending on the type of trip and the duration of that trip, you might be better off not tracking anything at all. Like, for example, obviously if you're on a vacation, I would say don't track your food at all, because the point is to enjoy yourself on that trip, not to worry about calories or macros. But if it's a different type of trip, like a business trip or just like a weekend trip, or it's only for a few days, and also the point is not literally to enjoy yourself and relax, then tracking your overall calories is going to be a good way to go, as opposed to trying to track the macros. And the reason I say this is because when you're traveling, you're not going to be preparing nearly as many of the meals that you eat compared to if you're at home, right? You're going to need to buy food out way more often, which means you're going to need to estimate the macros for way more meals than you normally would. And the truth is, if you're estimating the macros for an entire meal that you didn't prepare, chances are it's not even close to accurate. And I don't want you to take that personally, because I expect the same from myself. When I eat a meal out and I don't know what the macros are and I have to estimate, even though I'm very experienced, I have over 5 years of experience tracking my macros, I still assume that I'm way off in my estimation and that it's probably very different. And the truth is that estimating the total calories of a meal that you didn't prepare is going to be way more manageable than trying to estimate the individual proteins, carbs, and fats for that meal. So that's why I say just track overall calories instead of the individual macros. And there you have it, man. Those are my top 4 tips for staying on track while traveling, but I have a few bonus ones for you that I think could also be really helpful. Bonus number 1 is, once you get to your destination, is to go buy groceries at the nearest grocery store so that you have foods that you can prepare on your own for the duration of your trip. Bonus tip number 2 is to use a meal prep service for your time away, which they make the meals for you, they deliver them to you, and they tell you the exact macros and calories for those meals. Bonus tip number 3 is to bring a set of resistance bands with you to help take your body weight training or whatever type of workouts you plan on doing while you're away to the next level. And bonus tip number 4, if you want to go to the gym while you're traveling, is to find a gym in the area, and almost every gym you can do this. You can go in, you can say, hey, I just moved to the area, I want to test out this gym and see if it might be something I want to try out. 99% of the time, they have a 1-day free pass and they will let you in and train there for free. You may only get one workout there, but if there's multiple gyms in the area, you could literally go to 3 or 4 different gyms, train there for free one time each. This is what I do a lot of the time. I really hope some of these tips were helpful and that you can keep them in your back pocket for the next time you're traveling. And if you made it this far into the video, I really appreciate you. Go ahead, hit the thumbs up button, and let me know that you liked it. Thank you so much for watching the video, and if you'd like to get notified when I make more videos just like this every single week, go ahead, click subscribe, and I will see you on the next video.